Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Pelletier Foods is looking for you. That's right, Pelletier Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Pelletier Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at PelletierFoods.com/careers.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we are here. And Dylan, are you okay over there?
Yeah, my headphones just stopped working.
Oh, his headphones quit working, but that doesn't mean we stopped working, right? No. Okay, we're all good. Okay. When he starts fiddling around, it scares me. No, welcome to the morning show. And yesterday we had the royalty from the Jackson County Fair here to talk about, a lot of fun things and what they get to do, which is a lot.
Absolutely.
Yes. Those girls work. Being a queen is, of the Jackson County Fair is not just being a queen. It's like hard work too. Yeah. So I wanted everyone to know how much these girls put into it and all of that. But we have more royalty here today.
Royalty. Perfect.
We'll bring you your crown later.
Thank you.
Or perhaps your bifocals.
Can I wear your crown? Didn't you have a crown?
I have one. It's in my car. It's attached to a cowboy hat.
You were a queen, I believe.
A horse queen.
Somewhere up there. Horse queen, yep.
Yes.
Yep, that's
you didn't
important.
bring it in today.
Did you even talk about it yesterday? You didn't
Not
bring
really.
it in. I didn't figure you did.
We do have a picture Dylan can find.
Yep.
Yep. He throws that up occasionally just to let everybody know that I was
Reminder.
1990 Jackson County Horse Fair horse queen, which there is no horse queen anymore, right?
No, they must have combined them maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Somewhere along the line, it changed.
There I am. There's baby Jen.
How beautiful.
Baby Jen. A few years ago.
Just a few?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was my horsey. His name was Tex. He was very tall, as you can tell.
Very tall horse.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, very good. So it is a thing.
It is
Baby
a thing.
Jen.
Baby
That's the
Jen.
horse queen. Well, welcome to the program and our second day of Fair Royalty here.
We're excited to be here.
Tell everybody who you are and what positions you're holding this year.
I'm Ryan Pelletier. I'm the vice president this year.
Of the Fair Board?
Of the Fair Board,
Okay.
yes.
I'm Michelle Elliott, and I handle the marketing.
Okay, and Michelle, will you pull that mic up?
And everything else.
And she handles everything else.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
She's sassy enough to do it all.
That's right. Keeps us all in line. For sure.
No, marketing. So here's the thing, and our sweet Cheryl here, who is now handling some of the marketing and digital media and stuff for Total Media here. Marketing has changed over the years, hasn't it, Michelle?
Yeah. And it's not easy.
No, and there's so many platforms now that you have to approach that I can imagine you're pulling your hair out trying to get to all of it.
And here we are at the last minute, and you're still pulling banners or calling people about a banner, or I find old banners, and it's like, oh, well, we'll see what we can do with it.
And you got all this stuff. You got social media, you've got print, you've got all of the billboards and all of these things. So, that's no easy
Thank you for your
task.
team, because you guys make it a lot easier.
Oh, well, we are Total Media.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much.
It's
Yes,
all
you
under
are.
one building. You don't have to go too far, which is great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Jackson County Fair, which, believe it or not, is starting this weekend.
Yes, it is. Friday.
And you guys have just been sitting on your butts, eating bonbons, and,
I
time
have.
for the fair.
Michelle has not, but I have.
Yeah, right. No, I think a lot of people, and I keep saying this, these fairs and festivals do not magically appear, and they do not magically happen. They do for us that just show up to be there.
Sure.
They magically appear and happen. But for those of you behind the scenes, they do not. And it's basically a year-round process.
So if you see a fair board member, livestock member, advisory, thank them, because there is a lot that goes into it.
Yes.
It's just not showing up. It's the grass that needs mowed. It's the booths that need put together. It's the barns that need cleaned. It's the everything, you know.
There's
Yes.
over 100 adult volunteers and I'm counting everyone that she mentioned, along with 4-H advisors.
Yes.
That deal with our youth,
Sorry if I
during meeting.
forgot
No,
them.
she said advisory council. That's them. But when you add up all of those people, there's over 100 volunteers plus our junior fair board, our youth.
Right.
And Ohio State,
Leadership.
Maddie, and
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
her team.
all of that
Maddie
whole
is.
situation.
There's so many people you can't thank them all. We would like to. We would like to sit here and run down a list of all their names. They knew who they are, and they're the type of individuals that don't really want thanked anyway. They get enjoyment by doing
Watching the
work,
kids and
watching
seeing the
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you don't volunteer for something unless you care about the cause and want to help and
Right.
helping these kids and being part of 4-H is certainly a rewarding thing. I grew up in 4-H and I love it and I believe in it 100%.
Absolutely.
And I don't care how times change throughout the years. 4-H is still a thing and it should continue to be a thing. It's one of those organizations, or I don't know if it's an organization or not, I don't know what you would call it, but it's one of those things where doesn't matter whether you're the athlete or the band member or a wallflower or whatever, everybody can participate and everybody comes together and there's something for everyone in 4-H, and it's such a good way to meet new friends and maybe meet people that you would have never met along the way.
Right.
So I just believe in it so much.
Life memories, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think about the fair all the time, like fun stuff that we did during stupid stuff.
Sure. Life experiences is what we call it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Life experience.
There's a lot of things that that it teaches you along the way too, humility and
Yeah. So we have, and I'm going to say that roughly 600 youth 4-H
Yeah.
FFA, right?
That's awesome.
It'll all be up there, and I know Michelle will agree with me. We don't deal with youth issues the week of the fair. We don't have trouble out of those kids that come,
Right.
and they're busy with their animals. They're there for a purpose.
Yes.
They're just really good individuals, and we love working with them. So we don't have any problems out of them, out of the kids at all.
Oh, kids.
Really.
The adults.
We hope we
now.
don't have any other
Yeah.
adults
No.
either, but
I was just
Right.
kidding.
Yep. So it's kind of like 4-H to me is like the National Honor Society of life for kids. You know what I mean? I know it's not an achievement in school, but they all turn out to be great humans, I guess, is what we're trying to say. So it's fun working with them.
I think it's because in 4-H there's so much to it. You're so well rounded because of the things that you learn in doing your projects.
Absolutely.
You learn ups and downs and hard work and public speaking and there's a lot of things that I think that happened in my horse show career and whatever in 4-H that I would love to rewind and do again.
Yeah.
yes.
But you learn from those things, and it will never. There was one time where I was in a showmanship class, and it came down to me and another girl for grand champion. And all the judge did was say, name 3 parts of your horse from the front to the back. And I froze, and she rattled them off. Just, how hard is that? It's not hard. It's not hard at all to name 3 parts of your horse from the front to the rear. Like, that's not hard. I froze. Never will that happen ever again in the history of Jen. But she won and I didn't. And I'm just like, I can't believe that happened to me. And, like, that is a lesson that
That you haven't forgotten.
no.
But
No.
Tell us those 3 parts.
Yeah,
Well,
would you?
anything you could do, you could do ears, you can do neck, you can do withers, you can do back, you can do rump, you can
She
do
learned.
I mean, there's like 700 parts to the horse. Like,
Yes.
it's not hard.
Yes.
And I just stood there like this.
But you remembered that. You probably can't remember all the good things in order, but you remembered those life lessons,
I
right?
remember that, yeah.
And that's what I think it's all about.
And my point is not to talk about myself, but like my point is to talk about these are
yeah.
the things that you learn along the way. That's what 4-H teaches you, and honestly makes you a better person.
100%.
And if I can tell you that these kids are not getting into trouble at the fair because they've worked their butts off
Yep.
the entire year or half of a year on a project, and I'll be darned if they're going to let somebody take that from them.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you pass a kid, tell them good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Pat them on the back.
Because they deserve it. Because some of
Yes.
them started in December of last year,
Sure.
I think. I could be wrong about that. I know a little bit about pigs, but steers,
You
they
did a
start
steer project,
yeah,
it's for
it's last
sure
year.
at least a half a year project.
working, getting up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and walking their animal before it gets hot and making sure that they're feeding them and watering them. And it's going to be hot next week too. So we're preparing for that as well.
It's the fair.
It is the fair.
You just say fair weather and everyone goes, oh,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Right.
But, if we can just hold out, the rain is what gets you, I think, sometimes. But
Sometimes it does. You're right.
Sometimes though we welcome it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, could it just rain every night overnight and then like cool everything off
Yes.
for the day and then so on and so forth. But
Yep.
But yeah, so you all have been working tirelessly for, the past year to put on the Jackson County Fair for this year. You've done a few things differently over the past couple of years, changed some things around a little bit, added some days. So how is that going?
We're always taking suggestions and moving things. We were trying to get a concert on a weekend day,
Yeah.
and not depict or take from the demolition derby. So we moved our harness races to Thursday that year to add a Saturday.
That
so
was
we've
the Neil McCoy, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So we moved it back this year. Our harness races are going to start on Friday and Saturday again.
Okay, awesome.
6:00 admission is $6.
Yep.
Go bet on the ponies.
Absolutely, it's a fun time.
It is fun.
We enjoy the harness races. A lot of folks love to come to the harness races, and it's just a great time.
And yes, can you bet on the ponies? Yes. And that's
Can you leave a
fine.
millionaire? No,
No.
but
Here's the deal.
Can you have
can
fun?
throw your $2 down on every race, and it's just entertaining and
It's
fun.
fun.
Yes.
And with the 2-year-olds, you just never know what direction they're going to run, which is entertaining in itself.
Yep.
But all right, so we have to. So Cheryl's new to the. She moved from California, so
Okay.
this will be her first Jackson County Fair.
Oh,
Welcome.
great.
So
Welcome.
yes, welcome. Have you ever been to a harness race, a horse harness racing? No. Okay. So here's the thing, and we'll have to ask Dylan too. 'Cause you have to be 18 to bet or 21?
I don't know. I think it's
it's
18.
18.
I think it's 18.
Nice.
I could be wrong.
Okay. So what is your method to the madness of betting on the ponies? Because I have mine.
Okay, so I like to stand behind someone that I think knows what they're doing,
Okay.
and I listen really close to what they say.
Okay.
Or I look at their book and see what they've circled.
Smart. So you're just
But
a
I think
copycat.
I am. But I think what they're doing is they've caught on to me, and they do that. Like they have 2 books.
They're like, let's mess with him.
Let's hold this book up for Ryan to see, and then we have
This
our-
horse only has 3 legs. I'm circling
Right.
it.
And then if I would just listen to my wife, who just happens to know just because she guesses, but she guesses right, we would do better. So I think this year I'll just give her the book, let her circle them,
Okay.
and I'll go up and
Okay.
my $2 or whatever I put down on a horse race. So
All right. Well, my method to the madness is I have to wait till the last second so that I can see what the jockeys are wearing,
oh,
and the one with the prettiest outfit is the one that I bet on.
never thought about that.
Yeah.
But I could go with. I mean, that makes sense.
Dad says that he bets on the horse with the longest legs.
Oh, that makes sense too.
So yeah. So Michelle, what is your method to your madness?
I just don't bet.
She's
Well,
a
that's
smart-
no fun.
she's just
I'm
a
usually the
smart
one
one.
down there helping with getting when the winter comes in, but
Yep.
Okay. All right.
this year I'll just stick it out. I have chemo, so I will not be there on those nights.
Yes.
I'll let her hold my book, and
She can point.
I won't even be there those nights.
she won't even be there this
So
night.
Dylan, what's your philosophy on betting on the ponies?
Well, I've never bet on the ponies before, but if I were to, I'd say maybe just like the one that has the luckiest number. Like if there's a number 7, I'm gonna go for 7.
Oh, okay. Well, there's always going to be a number 7, probably.
So if you look at your book, they have stats on there, right, from the year.
Oh yeah, that's
You know what I mean? So you
dumb.
could mathematically maybe he would probably break it down mathematically and
Probably.
and come up with a percentage.
Like this one
maybe.
won the most. So Cheryl, do you have what would you do if you were going and had to bet on the pony?
Probably the best name.
Best name? I like that's a good
Good
one.
idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
They'll see you Friday and Saturday night, so you can bet on some ponies.
There you go. All right. Well, anywho, that's how we kick off the Jackson
It is.
County Fair. Prettiest outfit, I'm telling you. But that could
think
be
it works.
subjective too. So
Could be.
yeah.
Go with it.
All right. So Friday, Saturday. Is it both at 6:00? Both nights.
One is at 6.
One is at 6. So I think Friday is at 6 and Saturday is at 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
So
that's
we've got just
free admission, right? That day.
No, it's $6.
no $6.
$6.
Nice
Okay.
try. You almost got me to say yes. That was close.
Yeah.
$6.
Sunday's free.
Okay.
Yes. The next day. Yes.
I'll just shut up and let you guys go over this schedule.
No, not
No, show everyone your schedule.
Yes, you can see it. I brought this because I can't see.
I said, where did that come from? He said, oh, I just had it printed out so that I could see it.
Yes, I'm.
Ryan, we're getting old.
I didn't want to be like
buddy.
this on the TV, going like this because it's his last couple months been struggling on that. But yeah, Michelle prints these off for us to hang in stores, and I kept one for
Okay.
me.
It just happens overnight, too. This whole
No, it really
thing.
does.
It's BS. It's like I
Yes.
could see one day, and then the next day I couldn't see anymore. Yeah.
I blame my eye doctor because the last time I went, he said, I want to show you what it's like to need bifocals, so you put this dye in.
Uh-huh.
And ever since he showed me,
Now you can't see.
I can't see. Yeah,
Maybe it's up here.
it might be.
Might be.
Lots up there.
Yeah. Or lot isn't up there.
Yeah,
One or
right.
the other.
Yeah. No, so Friday, Saturday harness races.
Okay.
Later that evening, you're going to see some animals coming in and out. They're going to be bringing in animals, which is really important for our 4-Hers. And then we've got the hanging show, right? I said hanging
carcass show.
That sounded terrible, didn't it?
The carcass show.
That still doesn't sound any better. So we're having a carcass.
The hanging
Hanging
carcass
show.
show. That's even better. Cheryl just ran out of the room. What
Yeah,
in the
sorry.
world are you people doing here?
Don't be
What
afraid
are
of
you
Ohio.
hillbillies doing?
It's not what you think.
So this past Sunday they had a carcass show,
Yes.
and the kids got to show. Thank you to Circle M for hosting that for us. And then
Right.
So basically, explain it. This is a little bit. So last year you did a steer one or a cow one. This year it's a hog one, right? Or are
We
you
had
doing both?
Both.
we had both
So I
So
am
they come and they show the animal
on
like-
the hoof.
alive.
alive.
Okay, I'm going to say alive. I don't know what the word is. So just so you know, they show the animal alive, and then it goes to Circle M,
Circle M.
and gets
Unalived.
unalived.
Alive.
Unalived, she
The
said.
circle of life
Yes.
is completed.
And then they hang the carcasses, and then they're judged that way too.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Cheryl just left the building.
I know. So it is important that.
No,
No,
it
you're
is-
right.
Listen, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Your steaks do not come from the grocery store.
Yeah, that's right. They
like-
gotta.
They
Come
do,
from
but they
somewhere.
don't.
Right.
Yeah, there's a whole thing involved.
Part of that learning lesson, right, for our youth with 4-H is
Speaking of
from start to
humbling and
finish.
yeah,
So
learning ups and downs. And,
yes, our livestock committee does that hard work for us. We don't do as the fair board. We don't put on that show, but
Okay.
it is important. They do a great job with it.
Yeah. And I think that will become more and more. I think was last year the first year you
Yep.
did
Yes.
that.
Yep.
So it will become I think,
More popular
of a thing.
as we
Yeah.
go along. Yeah, I think so. So that's Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Rolling into Sunday, we start out with the Queen's Tea, crowning of the Junior Fair Queen. You saw those young ladies yesterday.
Official crowning.
Official crowning, yeah. 4-H awards, and then our very popular fun night, which Michelle likes to talk about.
Grease pig.
Grease Pig. We're bringing it back this year, so which is a lot of fun.
I nominate Cheryl
To do the grease
to do
pig.
the grease pig contest.
Yes,
No, okay.
it's a.
We lost her at Carcass.
We did. We lost her at Carcass. She's already checked
He's
out.
like, you all shut up, and you've only got
Yeah.
through the first 2 days of this
I haven't
thing.
even gotten started. Yeah, so
It
Sunday
gets better.
it does. It gets better. So Sunday is free admission, and that is we dedicate Sundays for our 4-H
Yes.
youth and families to come and with the crowning of the Queen and their awards ceremony, along with the fun night and the grease pig. It's just kind of a kickoff to a really important week for them. So.
Is that just for 4-Hers, or can other people participate?
Oh,
as
no, I
well
mean,
in the fun night
yes.
and all that.
Yes,
It's
they
just
can,
for everybody.
Yeah.
Just fun.
It's just
Fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Like we said, fun night. So.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of folks there for that, so it'll be fun.
And the cool thing is, by that time, and I think what you guys do now is so much better than when I was in 4-H, and you had everybody trying to get their animals there at exactly the same time.
Yeah, that's
And you all have spread it
Stagger
out.
them out.
Because I'm telling you, it's a nightmare.
it is.
And your horse sees a pig that it's never seen before, and it's and there's pigs running down the street, and it's just having them spaced out is just a much more efficient way to do things.
Until you see a goat come out of the back of a police cruiser, you have not experienced it all. We had a police car show up one year, opened the back door, and a goat come out. It jumped out of the police cruiser.
Why?
Well, apparently in transit from their house to the fair, the goat fell out of the back of the truck. So the police were called. They picked the goat up, knowing where they thought it might be going, and dropped it off at the fair. So it happens. Things happen. We're prepared for them.
Thank you, Mr. Police Officer.
Yeah, it was very. Nobody was hurt. Animal was not injured. So,
All
but
good.
things happen, right? Yes, it can be chaotic,
Yes.
and you're right. So now some very smart person along the way decide, let's do it at night when it's cool,
Yes.
less stressful on the animals. So
Yes.
they bring them in the evenings.
Yes.
You can still come
So much better.
at that same time that you mentioned on Sunday. You can come Sunday morning if you want to,
Yeah.
but it's the traffic's way down now.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead, Michelle. You want to talk about Monday? You can
So
probably see
Monday
this
is $12 at admission, except for veterans, senior citizen, and kids under 13 get in free. We have our kids Rock This Life going on the midway at the main stage.
Okay. And do we have them coming in to specifically talk about that?
What was that?
The Rock This Life. They came in last year and talked about. I just didn't know if.
I don't believe we do at the moment, but I can look into that.
No, and that's fine. But can you kind of talk about that for a second, because that's like something that you all have started that the kids are really into.
So it's talking about drug abuse and alcoholism, and how to get help and places to go and who you can talk to and
Yes.
why and why not. Why not?
It's starting
to do it.
early. Yeah. And all the resources there.
We have several
Plus,
vendors
it's
that'll be
fun for
set up,
them.
with information for the kids.
Yeah.
Is that Shannon Dalton?
Yeah.
Then yeah, she's coming on Thursday.
Okay, so she'll be here to talk specifically about that. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Then we have the senior citizens crowning of the Queen, King, and luncheon,
Senior citizen, Queen and King.
and it'll be in the 4-H building.
Fun.
Dirt tracks race at 6:00, and then karaoke on the midway stage at 7. On opening ceremony starts at 5, and we will be honoring Sandy Leonard this year because she did pass away, and she, not only volunteered for us for many years in the office, but she was an advisor for 32 plus years.
Oh my gosh, and everybody knows Sandy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'd like to honor her and her family at
Wonderful.
the opening ceremony.
And then that's all Monday.
It's Monday. Admission is $12. But again, veterans, senior citizens, and kids under 13 get in free that day.
Okay, and then the rides will begin that day.
Rides will open at 1.
Oh, early.
So yeah, this year they will open every day at 1 o'clock, close at 10, but there is a break between 4 and 5.
That's awesome.
New company.
Yeah.
Really
New
excited
ride
about it.
company.
New company, yeah,
There's
with a
some
Ferris wheel.
pretty big rides sitting there already.
Ferris wheel?
With a Ferris wheel.
Fun.
So Jeremiah, if you're out there and listening, Ferris wheel, we want you on it first and on the top.
There you go.
Maybe you do a live stream.
We nominate
From the
Jeremiah
Ferris
to ride the Ferris wheel first.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah,
Our weekly passes are $45 for the week, $12 daily to get in, and those can be purchased at the gate or at the Fair Board office.
Now, does that include your rides?
That includes everything.
See, and that's so cool.
One price takes all.
Because I remember when I was in 4-H, it was like you had this pass, and then you had to go buy tickets for rides, and then you had to buy your food, and then you had to, which you
Well,
still
you
have
still
to
have
buy
to buy your food.
I understand
About
that.
got me again,
But
didn't
like
you?
yeah, I did about to get you again. I'm gonna get him to agree to something here in
Yes.
a minute. But no, it got really confusing because like some people had passes where the rides were included, and some people had to buy tickets, and so on and so forth. So
Yeah, so $12 gets you grandstand entertainment.
That's awesome.
Your rides, everything.
okay, very cool. And they start at 1,
At
which
1
is
o'clock.
really cool.
Usually, we used to start at 5. So
Yeah,
yes.
I know. Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
Midway will open at 1 o'clock.
Love that. Okay.
So a lot of fairs in Ohio, understandably, have two different admissions. They have an admission into the fair, then you got to buy your rides, and then you got an admission into your grandstand.
Yes.
And we've tried very hard, and Michelle can attest to this. We've tried very hard to not do that.
Yes.
And it would be easier to do that. It'd be less expensive on the top end, but
Yes.
we want people to be able to come and spend $12 and you get in and can do everything.
You know what you're spending.
You know what you're spending,
Yeah.
and $12 is not cheap either. We understand that, but the cost of the fair is astronomical when it comes to electricity and ride companies and
Oh my gosh.
entertainment, and you have to be able to find a way to pay for those. So,
Sure.
And you can't put that all on Michelle to try to raise that amount of money in sponsorship. So
Right.
that is why we have a $12 admission.
No, I think that's absolutely amazing, and the rides are going to be great this year.
Yep, they are.
Um,
We've seen them in person, and we've met with the company. Very nice individuals. So we're looking forward to a great partnership with them.
Super.
Yep.
Love that. And so Monday opening ceremonies, and then what was the other featured entertainment besides the karaoke? You said?
Dirt drag.
Dirt
Now, what is
drag.
that?
Well, you get out and drag the dirt. You put a vehicle. They get out there and they kind of race. Not a kind of like a tractor pull, but without pulling a sled. You got two vehicles side by side and they race to the
Oh, so you're just like drag racing,
like a drag,
but
race,
in the
but
dirt.
In the dirt.
In the dirt.
Fun.
Yeah. Isn't that Bryant's Exhaust that does that for us?
They're helping us,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, they're helping us. Yes,
Cool.
they have the mindset to do that, so
Love that.
they're educating us and coaching
Side by
us through that.
sides.
Lawnmowers. No. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
So
Sure.
it's in the dirt, dragging the dirt, right? See, it
Then we'll
would be
go
a
into
fun time.
Tuesday.
Okay.
We got Bear Hollow wood carving we brought back this year.
Oh,
Yep.
Jason with a chainsaw.
Yes.
He's back.
Yes, with
He's
the
back.
orange pants.
Yes. I love him. He is so awesome.
A lot of folks will come and sit and just watch him all day. He's putting on shows throughout the day, right?
Yeah, clear till Thursday, I believe.
Yep. And he starts at like, I think, let me see here.
Tuesday through Thursday.
To be announced, but he's going to be there throughout the day doing different events.
So I say that because the very first time I met him, I, was there doing a filming and whatever, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Jen," and he's like, "Hi, I'm Jason," with a chainsaw, and I'm like, cause Friday
Yeah.
the 13th,
Friday.
Yes.
and I'm like. And I just like died laughing. It was so funny to me. And so now I'm like Jason with a chainsaw.
Yep.
There he is. But so this dude, Dylan, you've probably never seen it, have you?
I think I have. I
Oh,
went
you
to the
have?
fair once and saw him there.
This dude takes okay, Cheryl will be impressed.
Yeah.
Just some tree stump, and the next thing you know, it's like a bald eagle or a Brutus Buckeye or a pineapple or something, and you're
Yeah.
like, what?
Where'd that come from?
How did you find that in that
Exactly.
good thing?
Yep.
So anywho, he's
No,
awesome.
Then at the end of the week, we hope to auction those items off that
Yeah,
he's making.
that's awesome. Yeah, love that.
Yeah, we've got our sheep showmanship show that morning at 9 a.m. and then we followed by the lamb show. And we forgot to mention we have this year axe throwing at the fair.
So the girls were talking about that
Yeah.
yesterday.
I bet they were. It's a mobile. When we say mobile, meaning it's coming to us
Yes.
on a trailer to
Now,
throw
axe
axes.
throwing. So I did axe throwing for the first time last year in in Charleston, and it was a blast. It is so much fun.
It is fun.
Like,
Dangerous, but fun. If you
yeah, I mean, if it
Put it in
comes back
perspective.
at you, just duck.
Yeah. But no, we've got axe throwing, so I wanted to throw that in there. And then
Now, is that a separate price?
is that part of the
It's part of
The
I
admission,
believe, yeah.
we think.
we think
Yeah, we don't like
don't
to
have all the
charge anything
answers.
extra. So yeah, I don't.
So
I don't believe
basically,
they're
you don't know
charging.
what you're
we'll
talking
get back
about.
to you. We
Okay.
don't
You're not charging.
Okay, awesome.
really. They sent us down here for our looks. We don't really know.
Did
much
they
of
just
anything
because
yet.
you're the
That's-
prettiest?
Yeah, that's the only reason
Yeah.
we're here.
Gotcha.
Alpaca show. We finally got there. We're having an alpaca show in the horse
Yes.
ring arena
So much fun.
at 2:00.
So we were trying to figure out yesterday, and the queens were all trying to figure this out. Is there a difference between a llama and an alpaca? And they still hadn't figured it out.
You know, I've never raised one or researched.
We need to know the answer to that question.
That's why I brought Michelle.
I heard they
in.
spit on you, so I'm going nowhere near
They
them.
do spit on you. Well, that's why people have them as guard animals, because they will stomp you and spit on you.
Perfect.
Not happening.
That'll be
Kind
great.
of like a spouse.
Yes.
So
kidding.
it says alpacas have small, blunt faces with short ears, while llamas have more elongated faces with banana-sized ears.
So it's different ears
Yeah,
And faces.
yeah.
with very nice permed.
Yes.
It kind of sounds like the difference between like a Great Dane and a Boston Terrier.
Maybe.
Just except,
Good analogy.
size isn't a factor in this case.
Okay. Well, anywho, an alpaca show, which is brand new to the Jackson
Brand
County
new.
Fair, which I was so excited when you guys did the turkeys, because I was like, I have got to see somebody show a turkey.
It
Like,
is
and
an
it's
interesting
growing.
show. It's
And
growing.
I had no idea how big these turkeys get.
Mm-hmm.
They are huge.
And
They
these
are
kids
huge.
are little that are showing them.
Yes, and they just follow them around.
Yep.
Yep.
These turkeys just follow their people around.
And
like-
ducks.
yeah, and ducks.
If you've ever walked through the poultry barn, you know turkeys will vibrate, right? Like shake the ground. I don't know if you're aware.
No.
Yeah. Not sure why they do.
Okay.
So walking through the barn last year, you hear this vibration and you feel it. And I asked, "What is that?" And they said it's a turkey. So that's a thing. So if you're at the fair, walk through the poultry barn, check out the turkeys. Pretty amazing.
You will vibrate.
You will vibrate.
I did not know that.
Yep,
That's
it
interesting.
happens.
So, okay. So how many alpacas did they say? There's
We have
two this
3.
year. 3 this year. How fun!
Be interesting to watch. I think it'll be fun.
So how do you show an alpaca? Like
We're about to see.
We're gonna find
We'll
out.
find it out.
we need to know. We'll send the interns down to figure all that out. Okay.
Yeah.
And they will not stay on the grounds. They will come in for the show and then they will leave.
Oh, okay. They're
so
they're not
they're
going to be
there
there.
all week. No.
They're not
We
going to be
figured
there
that they
to
wouldn't
spit on you.
No.
intermingle well with horses. Maybe
Probably,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they don't like each other. I don't know.
We'll see.
We got the junior fair market goat showmanship, followed by the market goat show, and then our very popular tractor pulls at 7
Okay.
in front of the grandstand. So
Tractor pull, man. And then do they have the kitty ones too, or just the?
No.
No, not the kitty one. The big one.
The big tractor pulls.
yeah,
Yeah.
big.
Have you ever
tractor
been to
pull.
a tractor pull? Oh, Cheryl, you're just in for all this. They even have like tractors that have like jet engines and stuff that like vroom down through there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep. Very powerful, loud. If you like that kind of thing,
Super
tractor
cool.
pulls are for you. Yep. Absolutely. You can do Wednesday. It's got a lot to talk about.
Wednesday again, Bear Hollow will be there with the chainsaws. He will be located down by the 4-H building.
Yes.
So stop by and see him. The mobile axe throwing, again, rides open from 1 to 10 with a break between 4 to 5. The Junior Fair beef breeding showmanship, followed by the dairy beef feeders and dairy market steers. 4-H communication contest, the beef breeding show, dairy beef feeder show, beef feeder show. There's a lot of beef going on.
Yeah.
A lot of beef.
Dairy
All of
steer show, market steer show,
That's
horse
all the
contest.
steers are in one day, or all the cows are in one day.
Yeah.
That whole barn is rocking
Holy
that day.
moly.
Horse contest at 6:30, and then they will do the Junior Fair Fun Night dance down in the barn. Autocross will be up at the main stage, and Jim Mowry from The Voice will be on the small stage on the midway.
Yes.
And again, one cost for all. You're not paying extra to see everything.
Yep.
Bring your lawn chairs for the midway show.
Okay.
There will be some bleachers, but just in case, bring your lawn chairs.
Sure. Sounds fun.
Autocross. Are you familiar?
Is that kind of like motocross but with cars?
Yep. And
So they do go over jumps and stuff.
they hit each other once in a while. And
Yeah.
things happen. Yeah, it's
Fun.
becoming very popular. So we're excited about that. We
What-
tried
are
to
there
do it
different
last
kind
year.
of cars that they do?
Well, like Michelle said, they'll drive them in and drive them out when they're done. So somehow, yeah, they just drive in and
Bust the windshields out and drive them
bust
in,
their
and
windshields out. Maybe they're getting ready. A lot
Wow.
of them will then run them Saturday in the
In the
Derby.
demo?
Yeah, it just gives them a chance to go out and stretch their legs a little bit. I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's pretty. We think
No,
it'll be
that's fun.
Thursday, rides are going to open at 1. Again,
Yeah.
like we changed that up this year. We thought that was important in our rabbit show.
Yep.
Is that
Bunnies.
morning. Yeah, bunnies starting at 11 a.m. And then the pig show, swine showmanship, 5:30, and then followed by the market swine show.
Mm-hmm.
Junior Fair horse fun shows at 6:30, and then the famous Diamond J Rodeo at 6 p.m.
Oh,
in
heck
front
yeah.
of the grandstand. So
Where Ryan Pelletier will be taking on a bull named Bruiser.
Bruiser, every once in a while, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, me and old Bruiser
That
go
would
way
be-
back.
That would be the end. I mean, it'd be a minor explosion,
seconds
Humpty
for you,
Dumpty, all done. I'd be just a mess. Yes, and then
Somebody will, though.
somebody will. Yeah, they will. Hats off to them. The Red Brush Band
Oh,
will be on the midway stage that
Yeah.
night. So there's plenty for you to do. If you don't want to watch the rodeo and you want to sit down and enjoy a band, you can go on the midway.
Yep.
And do that under a sycamore tree there. I think we put it underneath the sycamore tree, didn't we?
and we'll have a tent up there, so you
Yep.
can bring your chairs again, set under the tent.
And here's the thing: if Mom and Johnny want to go watch the band, and Dad wants to go watch the whatever, that's fine
Absolutely.
too. Like that's the whole point.
So we're focused on safety, like we always are, of course.
Sure.
So bring sunscreen.
Yep.
Put some sunscreen on the kids for the day. It's going to
Yes.
be really hot. They're saying the 90s.
And there's several people giving out water. I know.
Yeah.
The church on the midway is giving out water. Holzer will be giving out
Awesome.
water.
That's huge.
There's folks there that'll provide you with something to drink.
Okay,
So make sure that you get the sunscreen out and
take advantage of
Dress
that. Wear a
appropriately.
hat. I
Wear
mean,
a hat.
seriously, like wear.
absolutely. So we're going to be there. EMS and law enforcement and fire is going to be there.
And always thank you to each and every one of them.
All those folks.
yes.
Every fire department in the county is going to. They take a day, take
Mm-hmm.
a turn, working the fair. So it's a good time. So
Yeah.
we should be good.
So we'll go into Friday again. Admissions $12. Mobile axe throwing rides open from 1 to 10 with a break between 4 and 5. Junior Showman of Showman contest, and then we will start the livestock sale at 3:00.
Yes.
So come out, buy these kids' animals, bid on these kids' animals. That's what we're there for, the kids.
Yep.
And then fast tracks, motocross will be on the main stage at 6:00.
Yes. Very fun.
The motocross.
And they go through the air and stuff. Over these
Absolutely.
jumps, and it's pretty cool.
So without our local businesses, the kids wouldn't be able to take that project all the way to the end. which is what
Correct.
their goal is, to teach them, how it really is to raise an animal and then sell it at market, so that it goes into the food chain for us to consume. So they're the ones that buy the animal. So that is important to us and for them to have that livestock sale. So if you're a business and you've never been to the fair to buy an animal, it's a very easy process for you to do. They've got it streamlined very nice. You come in, you get a buyer's packet. You don't have to pay to get into the fair.
Okay.
You get to
great.
come in for free and purchase an animal, and you don't even have to take the animal with you. Of course, you can
No.
sell it back to the market.
Yep.
So if you buy a pig, you can tell the auctioneer you want to resell it, and it goes right back, so you don't have to deal with it. Or you can send it to one of a few butchers that we have on the list.
Sure.
It's a very easy process.
And here's what I'm going to tell you too, and he's not going to tell you this, but if by some chance you just can't make it, if you contact a fair board member or somebody will bid for you.
That's right. Yep. We do that.
We don't
Yep.
want to, make that a whole thing,
Yeah.
but
It can happen.
Or I can't afford to pay that amount of money.
split
But
it
I
with
want to put
somebody.
something towards Jenny's cow.
Yeah.
You can bump that. You can call in or send somebody.
I want to
in.
add an extra dollar. Or something,
Absolutely.
or- yeah.
There's
Every
so
dollar
many-
helps these kids.
Yeah. So
so many businesses.
here's the thing, there's no excuse for you to not, participate if you want to, because everybody knows a fair board member. Everybody knows somebody that you can text. Or if you have, I know there was one year that we went and Nathan Kitts from Rowdy's, we were like, hey, we want to do this, that. And he was like, okay, I got you. And, so there's different things that people can do to bid for you or help you out, or you can share.
Yep.
A lot of people do that.
And very important, the livestock committee is going to feed you
What?
for free. Yeah, so you're going to get in for free. You're going to go down and get to partake in the sale, and
Get
then
your bidder number, and you get a
Yeah.
couple tickets to go eat.
a couple tickets to go get a free meal, and it's always a good meal.
Hello.
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's Friday, so get out and
Friday.
support the kids.
Yep. Saturday, finishing up. So the junior fair show is over. Animals have gone home. One day for our 4-Hers and FFA members to maybe enjoy the fair. And I get to talk about the baby contest, don't I? Great.
Disney theme.
Disney theme.
Oh no, how cute.
Disney theme baby contest registration is at 3, or I'm sorry.
Nope, 12.
See, 12. The eyes. 12 o'clock.
Mullet contest first.
Mullet contest.
That's become a thing, and it is adorable.
It's
Yes.
put on by Iron City Cuts. It's one of our sponsors for that. And the baby contest is Charm Boutique.
Charm Boutique.
Very cool.
Of course, axe throwing rides are going to open at 1 and go until 10 with that 1 hour break. And the Brent Jenkins Memorial Demolition Derby,
Yep.
the main event for the week.
Gotta
6
be the
o'clock.
final event is
Yep.
always the demolition derby, and man, does
100%.
that pack them in.
It does. It brings a huge crowd. Can't deny it.
Fun.
It is fun. We have a good time with it. So, yeah, that's our week. That's our lineup. There's a lot to
It's
it.
great.
We're excited about it. And as Michelle said, there's been so many people doing so many things to prepare for it. So
Sure.
we're ready to go.
Lots of hard work.
Yep.
So get out this coming weekend and then the following week to the Jackson County Fair. Lots of stuff going on. And thank you guys for spending your
thanks for-
morning
Thank
with
you.
us.
for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
We
I saw
appreciate
Pete
it.
Wilson come in, and I get nervous when he's around.
I know.
He's famous, and I
He is.
might get him to sign this before.
You should.
I think he will do it.
For a price.
I was going to ask for their autographs.
Oh, no.
You could exchange
Yeah.
autographs.
And I definitely want to get out of his way so he can report the news, right?
Yep, that's right. All right, well, we
Thank
have a
you.
message from our friends at Benton County Bank, and then we'll be back.
Thank you.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we're back. And I know you find this hard to believe, but Pete Wilson's talking over there.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry. I had to greet our Fair Board leaders there.
I know, exactly. Lots and lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, and don't forget, it's just not those two. It's many,
Oh.
many others.
A whole lot.
That volunteer to make the fair happen. But that's just it. The word volunteer.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a big commitment that
It
those
is.
people make. And if you think that they come out that week and that's it, boy, are you misled.
Yes.
It is the Fair Board. I think they may take a month or two break, but it's pretty much they meet once a month throughout the year.
It's a big commitment.
Right, absolutely. All right, well, before we get to the fair, I know we're setting the table for that. I got to backtrack and talk a little bit and show some photos. If Dylan's got me all queued up over there, of the big Vinton County Athletic Boosters 4th of July
Oh,
celebration.
heck yeah.
We had Jeremiah in here yesterday. I know he ran down the big celebration of our nation, and what a success that was for the Ohilco Society.
man.
And the man up above cooperated with some good weather,
Yep.
and the fireworks went off, and the fireball was not a disaster. It was a good thing. So, we covered all that. But we want to show some photos, Dylan. I think maybe the best way to do it is for you just to put them up, and I will tell you what we got there. But a successful celebration in Vinton County as well. 3 days last weekend. Their athletic boosters. That event goes back many decades. That is whoever thought this would happen. That is Megan Sowers. She is the principal at Vinton County High School. She'll be going into her second year. She was rehired.
Cool.
Of course, she graduated from Wellston High School and was the former Wellston High School principal. She is in Maroon now.
Yeah.
The Vinton County High School principal, had a successful year, and she was named the Grand Marshal
Oh,
of their
fun.
Friday night parade. So that was a great honor for her. Since she hasn't been a part of the school district for all that long. And that's a pretty famous guy in Vinton County that is her chauffeur. That is Phil McNally, who was in education for a long time in Vinton County, was the athletic director, and that was one of the highlights of the parade that was on Friday evening. Okay, skip that one right there, Dylan. That is actually misplaced. I sent a picture that I shouldn't have. Okay, that is the new queen for the Vinton County Athletic Boosters, Miss Vinton County through 2024. That is Leela Hayslip.
Nice.
She was crowned in a big contest that was held on Saturday evening at Vinton County High School, and she emerged from a field, I think, of 11 candidates. And as you can see, she got a bouquet, a crown, and a scepter there. So congratulations to Leela Hayslip. She will represent the athletic boosters and Vinton County by extension
Sure.
for the next year.
Awesome.
And this is Leela with her attendants. Leela, of course, is there in the middle. She is the Miss Vinton County. Then we also have from the left we have Regan Johnson, who is the first attendant, and on the right we have Kayselyn Carty, who is the second attendant. And these ladies will represent the athletic boosters. They not only kind of reigned over things on Sunday, the final day,
Sure.
but they also will, as we said, will represent Vinton County and the athletic boosters in parades, fairs, festivals, other events in and out of Vinton County for the next year. So congratulations to all of them. And they, in addition to the notoriety and that comes with their titles, they also are winning scholarships. So that's
Yay.
very nice as well, and they have certainly earned them and will earn them. This is the little girls. This is Little Miss Vinton County Royalty. They did this in a separate contest on Sunday. And from the left are second attendant Addison Prater, the new Little Miss Vinton County Elena Murphy, and the first attendant Millie Johnson. So that contest was on Sunday, and we want to give kudos to all the people who made that happen with the athletic boosters. And Corey Harper, I think he was here when we had the girls on the 2023 girls to promote the athletic boosters on the front end. He is really the driving force there through the royalty contest up there, along with Allie Mash, who is his sister. They do a great job with the pageants. They really do them up big and right. And so we wanted to salute them as well. These are the athletes of the year for Vinton County. These are two senior athletes who are considered high achievers, not only athletically accomplished, but also good citizens and academically ranked as well. They are the athletes of the year. They call this now the Mike Gibson and Bob Clark Male and Female Athletes of the Year, and they always present these at the Miss Vinton County pageant, which of course was on Saturday night, but they are, that on the left is Parker Mock. And when Parker isn't dressed up like that and looking pretty, she is one of the best pole vaulters you'll ever see.
Whoa!
Female pole vaulters actually did a great job in track this past season. I think she also played volleyball. And there on the right, that's the male athlete of the year. That, of course, is Matt Hembry. He was an outstanding football and basketball player for the Vikings. Both those teams very successful.
Awesome.
And so, you know, in addition to, once again, the notoriety, they stood out from all those student athletes. They will win some scholarship money as well.
Good.
All right, is that it, Dylan? That's it. All right, well, thank you very much for throwing those pictures up there. And a lot of this coverage, Jennifer, not quite all of it, but most of it will be in our Wednesday edition of the paper.
Awesome.
Along with the Celebration of Our Nation coverage. We kind of expanded the paper out just a little bit so we could get most of this 4th of July coverage in, because we were spread out all over covering it. A lot of the Jackson and Oak Hill coverage was in our Saturday paper because of the timing. It was earlier in the week. But the Wellston and Vinton County celebrations were on the weekend, and so all that will be in our Wednesday paper. Online, of course, as well on the telegramnews.com. I know we have a couple photo galleries that is or will be on the website as well, where you see pictures that weren't published or necessarily posted with stories.
Love it.
So you can look forward to seeing that. Okay, we want to talk about some other news as well. You know, we mentioned that kind of like a Hallmark building in Wellston that had seen better days, it is now on the ground. We're talking about the Mike's Dairy Freeze Willis Brothers carpet building.
Yeah.
We showed a picture of this last week where it was
Still on the ground.
we actually showed a photo of the building because we knew it was ticketed for demolition, and then we had a progress picture, and now may even be cleaned up now, but this was the last picture we had from last weekend. That is a very, very prime location in Wellston. It's actually on the north end of Wellston, almost at the intersection of State Route 93 and State Route 349. State Route 349, better known as the Lake Alma Road.
Right.
That is obviously a prime location, and anytime that they do these demolitions, which are financed through the Jackson County Land Bank, they get money from the Ohio Department of Development. The idea is we're going to get rid of a dilapidated, a blighted property that may be qualified as an eyesore on top of no longer being useful, and we're going to open up that property through redevelopment. It is a great state program.
Sure.
And this is the second or third round of demolition projects that are taking place through the land bank. This is happening, I think, in every county in the state, or at least every county in the state is eligible for it. And another project that has just been completed, we'll maybe talk about that later in the week, is the old Lakeview store down at Oak Hill near Lake Jackson. When we posted pictures before of these buildings, it did prompt a lot of nostalgia. People remembering that they got the best hot dog sauce ever was at this place.
Or I got some night crawlers at the
we got some
thing
night crawlers and videos, and remember the late Eric Shipman, who was one of the last proprietors, and then his widow Jane Shipman there at the Lakeview store. But you know, time marches on, and who knows, maybe those sites will be redeveloped and something new and great will take the place of those businesses. Okay, a couple of other things on the public affairs front. Mayor Jim Milliken in Colton announced that a special council meeting will be held tonight. If there's any interest in that from the public, it'll be at 6 p.m. at the Colton Community Building. Of course, we will be following up on that. The purpose of the meeting is to address the Colton Volunteer Fire Department officer positions. Now, we may remember that Johnny Baker, who had been the Colton fire chief, of course, stepped aside when he was indicted for the deal where money was missing from the Firefighters Association fund, and he was accused of and admitted guilt in routing some of that money into his own pocket. Since then, Brandon Gillen has been the acting chief. He had been the assistant chief, so they're going to address a more permanent lineup to the officer positions. Can't say what that is because it hadn't happened yet, but we will know after tonight. We'll be following up on that. I attended the Jackson City Council meeting last night, so we'll be reporting on that. We'll tell you the update on all those infrastructure projects going in on the city, including some paving that has resumed. We'll tell you about that tomorrow maybe, or the next day. Wellston City Council did not meet last Thursday because of 4th of July, but they will meet this Thursday
Okay.
at 7 p.m. Want to let you know about that. The Vinton County Commissioners are meeting almost as we speak. They start at 10 o'clock, and Red Thompson Jr. will be there to report a lot of news coming through Vinton County. And the Jackson County Commissioners will be back on their regular schedule tomorrow. They meet starting at 8:30 a.m. And I'm telling you about these. I know that people don't have to go to the meetings, but all these meetings, they're not closed door. They're always
Right.
open to the public if you want to see firsthand what's going on.
Or
and if you're
participate.
right, and if you're not there, and we don't expect you to be, that's our job to tell you about it. And so we will either attend those meetings or follow up and bring you all the news.
Very good.
All right, very good. And so we will transition our fair and festivities coverage to the Jackson County Fair and the Vinton County Fair. Remember, the Vinton County Fair is right on the heels of the Jackson County
Always,
Fair.
yes.
So we're getting ready for all of that too.
Very good.
Right.
All right. Well, have a wonderful morning, everyone. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and our friends from the Fair Board, and of course our good friend Pete Wilson here for stopping by. And we will be right back here tomorrow.
All right.
So have a great day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.